Hi, my name is Anton. I'm the product manager for the Kotlin IntelliJ plugin, and I'm happy to share some of the most interesting things that have happened in Kotlin last month. But before we get to the news, I have one small announcement. Our Kotlin YouTube channel is young, and we see that more than half of people watching our videos haven't subscribed yet. If you like this and other series, make sure to click the subscribe button now, so you will never miss the update from the Kotlin team. Recently, we published the last incremental release before Kotlin 1.6.0. It introduces many experimental language and standard library features that we are going to release in 1.6.0. These features include sealed when statements, instantiation of annotation classes, improvements to the duration and regex stdlib APIs, and more. With Kotlin 1.5.30, you can enjoy native support for Apple Silicon and support for Java toolchains with the Kotlin Gradle plugin. Also, the Kotlin.js IR backend is going beta, and there are many other interesting improvements. Find out all the details on the What's New page and let us know what you like the most. The link is in the description. Moving on to our ecosystem, the Kotlin-based declarative UI framework Compose is celebrating two major events. First, the Google-led Jetpack Compose is being prompted to the stable version 1.0. Congratulations to our colleagues! The road was difficult, and they can be proud of the result. Now you can enjoy new capabilities in UI development for the Android platform. The second major thing is that the framework is moving beyond the Android platform. Compose multi-platform is now in alpha. You can take advantage of the ability to unify desktop, web, and Android UIs, writing them in the same convenient style and sharing code between platforms. Besides the technology, there is a huge story behind this release about the cooperation of different teams in different companies. Jetpack Compose, Kotlin multi-platform, web, desktop Compose, and even JetBrains Toolbox, whose UI was rewritten using the new framework. All these teams participated in the joint efforts to create this technology. If you are interested, read the blog post about it, which features interviews of some key people. Some news from education side. JetBrains Academy has announced the Kotlin Basics track. It provides all the Kotlin essentials to give you a feel of this programming language. This track offers free access for individual learners. If you already have a grasp of Kotlin and want to build your skills, JetBrains Academy had another course, Kotlin Developer, that recently graduated from beta. This is a paid track and it offers in-depth knowledge with more advanced projects for training. By the way, for those who want to create their own courses, we have a great webinar covering this topic. The link is in the description. And finally, if you have the skill and want to test it, Corgi, a multi-platform game engine written in Kotlin, is holding a game jam. The organizers have challenged participants to create a game on the Corgi engine with the topic Summer. The game jam will be a competition with prizes including cash, licenses for JetBrains products, and Amazon gift cards. Challenge yourself and have fun! According to a recent report from Snyk, 18% of JVM market applications are partially or completely written in Kotlin. We are happy that big players are introducing language support for their technologies. Kotlin coroutines were supported in the recent releases of Spring Cloud Sleuth and Quarkus 2.0. Here's what Justin Lee, a participant software engineer at Red Hat, said about them in InfoCube. Coroutines provide a simpler way to write and maintain reactive-friendly code compared to using the Java language. And more good news on the scripting side. Kotlin is now installed on GitHub Actions runners. This means that you can execute Kotlin scripts straight away in virtual environment at CI. Thank you, Lewis Scott and GitHub Actions contributors for making this happen. For the mobile world, a new version of the Kotlin multi-platform plugin was released in early August. The team was focused on adding the Xcode project configuration right in Android Studio and supporting Apple M1 simulators. Besides that, since KMM is now in alpha, we put a lot of effort into plugin stabilization and quality. If you haven't heard about KMM, it's a technology that aims to provide you with an integrated development experience for working with Android and iOS. It allows you to use a single code base for the business logic on both platforms. One set of tools, one language, one ecosystem. In the Kotlin team, we regularly do research about our users and their development experience. I just want to share a couple of recent findings from the latest study about new users. A couple of years ago, the most common way to get familiar with Kotlin was just to try it in an IDE with a new or existing project. 64% of newcomers used it this way, and only 19% choose online resources like tutorials or Kotlin Playground. Now the situation is drastically changed. 45% use online resources for learning and playing with Kotlin. The second thing, in the server-side segment of our users, we asked about what previous languages you used for development. Just 1 year ago, Java had an overwhelming majority over newcomers, around 80%, and each of the other languages had less than 20%. Now, the Java still dominates, but we are seeing growth of newcomers with JavaScript experience 35%, Python experience 27%, and PHP 18%. Kotlin is celebrating 10th anniversary. For this event, we created 2 videos with interviews about the past and future of Kotlin. The first video covers the history of Kotlin from 2011, when the initial idea of creating the programming language first appeared in JetBrains, up to the present, with Kotlin now being used by millions of developers. It includes interviews from more than 15 members of Kotlin team and community. The second video is about future of Kotlin. Roman Elizarov, for the first time, reveals our plans for the next 10 years. Interested? Check out the link in the top of right corner of your screen to watch these videos. We also put together a timeline with the history of Kotlin, highlighting major events, photos, books, code snippets, and so on. Tell your own story on social media with the hashtag 10 years of Kotlin. Well, that's it. I hope you have enjoyed this update. If I missed something, or if you want to know more about things I've talked about, feel free to leave your comments and share your impressions. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. Have a nice Kotlin!